What is up, everybody? Welcome back to racingdudes.com. Welcome back to another one of our Kentucky Derby horse profiles. In this video, we're going to talk about Incredibolt. I'll put Incredibolt up on the screen for you now. A horse that has 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 starts this year, 1 victory. Riley Mott trained horse. He's got 2 right now, pointing towards the Kentucky Derby. Let's look at the results of Incredibolt. A maiden debut at Ellis Park. We're not going to worry about too much when it comes to the Kentucky Derby. Then a maiden special weight win at Churchill Downs, followed by a win in the Street Sense Stakes to end his 2-year-old season. So a very good start to the career for him. 2 starts, 3 victories. The one standout, he was 6th in the Holy Bull at Gulfstream Park to start his 3-year-old season, but a race where he absolutely just hated the track and did no running whatsoever, and a total toss, and just throw that out. That's not that big of a deal. You go back and even watch the replay of this race, and you could tell immediately he had no interest in running over that track. So no big deal there. Just throw that one out. And then you go to the Virginia Derby, and this horse rebounds in a big way and was able to get the job done pretty easily and beat some horses that, let's face it, they aren't very good. The horses he beat Grittiness, who's not good. He beat Confessional, who's terrible. He beat Butane. He's not very good either, but he did it the right way, and he did it how you'd like to see it. Always kind of tough to judge that race down or over at Colonial Downs, because it is a 1-turn race. Even though it's a 1.8 miles, it's 1 turn. Last year a horse got very, very much overrated, American Promise, out of that race because the times kind of come back a little funky compared to other 1.8 miles races that are going to be ran at 2 turns, and it kind of trips some people up. So, but a big bounce back for him, no doubt about it. Let's look at the pedigree now for this horse. By Bolt d'Oro out of an Awesome Again mare. You see a lot of Awesome Again mares producing Kentucky Derby runners this year. So pedigree wise should be fine. He runs like a horse that's going to get 1.25 miles. So I'm not really worried about the distance, and the pedigree kind of tells you don't worry about the distance either. Running style, I think about mid-pack is where I expect to see him. He definitely sat a little bit closer to the pace in the Virginia Derby. I don't really even look at the Holy Bull. That's just kind of a throw out. I think he'll sit about mid-pack. I think he'll kind of be in a really good spot, honestly. I wouldn't be shocked if he's like 8th, and I think that's what he's going to do. He'll kind of just track that first flight of horses. I don't expect him to be in that stalking position. I do think it'll be more towards the middle. And like I said, I think he'll just kind of track those horses and kind of maybe try to get the jump on some of those closers that are going to be behind him in this race. As far as the negatives go, I think, just having the win there at Colonial, it just, you really don't know who he is still fully as a 3-year-old. As a 2-year-old, I think we saw it, the win at Churchill. That's obviously a positive coming in, but you're just not quite sure how good he is, because those were really some horses that just weren't great that he beat. Now, again, he beat them very easily, but it's like, man, I don't know to what level he is. Analytically, he's still a little bit behind as far as speed figures are concerned. So that's another little concern about him as well. So there are some concerns, and but again, I think there's some positives as well. Kind of the final verdict for me on him. He's growing on me as time goes by. I think he's totally going to be the wise guy horse. I think he's going to get a horse, or he's going to be a horse that gets a lot of hype and a lot of buzz. I think a hot pace will help him. Because like I said, I don't think he'll be a part of it, but I think he'll be in a decent enough position to track it. I'm kind of out on him still. I still just, I don't know to what level of talent he really has. I do love that he has a win over the surface here at Churchill Downs. That means something for sure. Just who have you beat? Not a ton, and that worries you coming into the Kentucky Derby. Who have you competed with? Not much, right? So it's just a little bit worrisome there for me. He's on the outside looking in as far as horses on my tickets. I will say this, though. All it's going to take is for a couple of horses that are maybe ahead of him to get a bad post or something, and I could see using him the week of the race. But as of right now, kind of on the outside looking in for me, but a horse that's getting better and a horse that I think has a right to run really well at 1.25 miles. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Make sure to go to the website, check out the Racing Dudes Betting Bible, check out the Kentucky Derby Betting Bible and the Kentucky Oaks Betting Bible there as a combo for sale right now. All right, thanks everybody for joining us. Hit that like button if you like it. Subscribe if you really want to get alert anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, stay tuned to the channel for more Kentucky Derby coverage.